I'm Rachel Padilla. I'm an artist. Tonight I'm back at the easel and I'm going to be doing just kind of with the flow. No particular thing in my mind to paint tonight. Last night I went for a walk and took you along with me. I hope you were able to enjoy that stream. If not, it's still available. This is the painting from 2 nights ago, kind of a juicy, fruity looking still life painting, but it just kind of flowed out of me, and that's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to put on some music. Got a little record player back here, and go ahead and get started. Starting with some lively classical music. I've already selected a palette for this evening's paintings. Got several shades of blue, green, some oranges, red, peach, and white. I think I'll start with some big, bold strokes of color and see if I can't get some nice ribbons of color. I see that a couple of people have already tuned in. Thank you for being here. It is always appreciated. And then building from this bold line of color that I've decided to start with, I'm going to take some more blue and just kind of go along here. Make it a little wider. Get some blending of colors going. I'm already liking this. So it goes from a teal to a cerulean to almost a violet color. Just a nice flowing river of color straight through the middle. And I'm mixing now a peach and an orange for some contrast. I hope everyone has had an excellent week. And if not, it's Friday. Time for the weekend, time to reset, refocus, refuel. Already got some nice bleeding into the other colors. I kind of love it when that happens. And as has been the practice for this week, I'm just I have no intention. So I am just kind of going with whatever strikes my fancy, whatever inspires me at a given moment. And already I'm really liking this. I love the blues and the greens with the contrast of the orange and yellows. Get a little gold into this lower corner here. I'm just gonna stand back, take it in. A lot of finer tip paintbrush. And just move a little bit of this blue closer to the yellow. So there's fewer white spaces. I've got a little orange right here, and I've got red on my paintbrush that I've blended with just a little bit of the previous color to bring out some more of this. This nice, luscious contrast that's happening. And since the paper's already wet here, it's a little more susceptible to taking the color and just letting it bleed. Going in with just a wet tip, no color, and blending. Sitting on my easel here is the fountain pen that I've been using to go in after everything is dried and just trace shapes, add a little more depth, a little more definition to the variety of colors. This is my fountain pen. And since I've got a lot of really pure colors here, I'm going to take some of my violet, a little touch of this gold or yellow ochre to the violet, makes an instant neutral, a nice brown. But I'd like it a little more earthy, so I'm going to add some more red. And just blend this all together for a nice neutral. And I see that my chat window is not showing anything, so hopefully that's because no one has said anything. I did have a problem a few nights ago with not getting my chat messages uploading. And that could be user error on my part or just a weird glitch. I'm going to go around this yellow with this dark kind of neutral purple burgundy that I've just blended. And then rinse that off. I'll wipe off my brush and do a little blending. One of the cool things about watercolor that I haven't really explored much in the past few live streams is you can go in with a fairly dry brush and lift a little bit of color. and get some little circles in there. It's almost like a river of flowing color. If we can remove some of that, maybe that will make it kind of interesting. Got a few people watching. Hi and welcome. I think you can kind of see those spots of color that I've lifted a little bit. And some colors are harder to lift than others. This orange is a little more difficult to remove, but I've got a slightly lighter spot there in the center. It's just checking my chat on the computer here. Fortunately, I have an additional device so I can actually see who's commenting. So I'm going to take a peek at this. Zishan Ali, hi. Thank you for commenting. "26 years old. I'm glad you're here." Uh-oh. I've lost it. Let's see. Well, it sounds like my record has already ended, so I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. Having the music in the background definitely makes the time pass a little easier for me. So I've got this nice blue green flowing through the center, some oranges and earth tones and golds up top, and a little gold down in this corner. I'm going to see how else I can build this up. I am playing, what music am I playing today? It is a composer called Stravinsky. I'm going to try to keep this where I can see it and hopefully not ruin the flow. I was afraid that my chat wouldn't come through today, so I was prepared. So I had mixed that dark kind of neutral, almost burgundy color. And I think I'll use that on the underside here. So I know that records and vinyl were things that kind of fell out of popularity for a while. But I really love the sound of vinyl. Even when you're listening to an old record, you get that scratching, crunchy sound, and you have a physical thing that you put on a player and you drop the needle. It's such a rewarding and tactile way to listen to music. I love it. So if I can go just a little darker with this burgundy color that I've mixed. So I'm mixing it there. And then rinsing the brush, tapping off the excess water, and I'm just going to go in and blend a little bit, blur these edges, these lines that I've created here. And furthering that blur as I go. Just cleaning up the brush and pulling the color and the pigment out further. And then I've got a nice kind of almost teal green color. So maybe getting some other shapes in here. and then repeating that. I almost feel like the music is inspiring the direction of the painting. I don't see any further comments, but I see that there are a few people watching now. Again, thank you for being here. And I'm going to take some of this yellow ochre with the slightly larger brush that I've got here. Make some big, bold strokes. I've got these big, thick drips of pigment and color that are just about ready to overflow, but I think I'll let them dry so that they're really dark and rich. And then drying off my big brush a little bit. I think it's kind of funny how our homes, the places where we grow up, kind of always influence us. Because even though I now live in a very green and lush place, I'm really seeing a desert in these colors. see. Does anyone have plans or aspirations for their weekend? I'm always curious to hear what people are doing and what everyone's up to. I think I should get more of this burgundy, this dark color mixed up and do some more with that. It's very pretty. And as promised, every time I complete one of these paintings in the live stream, I do share them on Twitter and Instagram. So you can look for this one tomorrow after I've gone in with the pen and completed it. It will be there. So I'm going to take this dark burgundy color that I've mixed. And a little water. Actually, a lot of water. Get some flowing and running and dripping. There's a few of them flowing down. And then I'm going in with a kind of a peach color, almost like a clay color. At the bottom there to let that just drip it and soak in. I'll go along the edge of this blue curve in this yellow shape. And now I'm mixing a little bit of the yellow ochre with white and this peach I have over here. And pausing for just a moment to switch the record. Just listen to this record, this needle drop. Such a rewarding sound. Yes. I was mixing up a golden peach kind of earth tone. Go right along the edge here. Clean up my brush a little. Get some of that other pigment off so I can work with a little bit pure colors that haven't yet been blended. Check my comments here. So just as a reminder, if you're enjoying the live stream tonight, I will be here again on Saturday and on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, looks like I have a few more comments. Let me look here. Gotta get my reading glasses for my nearsightedness because this is like 3-point font. So Sebecca says that I love it too. The sound is so much purer. And I assume that you're referring to records and vinyl, and I couldn't agree more. Jack Stone is here, and the Honey Kid, make a tree art. Well, that might not be a bad idea. I actually spent a lot of time in college just painting trees, but not a whole tree, kind of the spaces in between branches. I was really fascinated with the negative positive space reversal that happens when you look up into a tree and you kind of lose focus of where the tree branches and the leaves end and where the sky starts. There's so many shades and shapes that are really fascinating in painting trees. and they're very complex. I'm going to get a little bit of a darker color. And scoot up right next to this teal edge that I've got here. A little more water. I almost feel like the music I'm listening to is making this a little more intense. Hi, John. Thanks for being here. Thank you. So I feel like there might be a little more I can do here to emphasize some of these shapes and these colors that have been developed. Like I did these shapes here where I took away some color. So maybe I can go in and emphasize those by adding color around these little spaces with my little brush. Arte, thank you for being here. You caught me. I'm so glad you're here. And then I've got another one of these shapes where I took away color. Go in with my clean brush and see if I can't blend these out. let those flow as well. I think every time that I've done this week, I've gotten a little more comfortable. It's become a little easier to um, discuss as I go along and paint. And even the painting process has gotten easier. I'm finding this a lot more interesting than night one. Try to intensify this yellow edge here. Arte, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure to stop by and see what you're up to and to chat with you. I'm going to bring some darks and some depth into these green shapes. Time for side B of second record tonight. This record's been very intense. I think it makes for some really interesting and intense art. I guess I'm easily influenced. Another comment here. Liking the colors. Yeah, me too. I really like these colors. I'm really pleased with the way the colors are turning out on this. And it may not be the resolution on your end, it may be my lighting and camera, but there's a lot of gold and orange and peach and teal to blue, violet. I will finish it up and post it on Twitter and Instagram tomorrow. So you will see the final result, and it will be photographed in slightly better light in daylight as opposed to artificial light. That always makes a really big difference. But it is looking kind of landscapey, but not traditional landscape. Like you said, more of a abstract kind of feel to it. And then we get a little blendiness in here. And I've really been embracing the drips as I've painted this week. And I kind of like it. I'm enjoying the effect of it. So as soon as this dries, I'll go in with my pen, emphasize some shapes, some textures, some colors, and post tomorrow. I think that's all I'm going to do for now because I've pretty much saturated my paper completely. I thank everyone so much for being here tonight. I'm going to take one last look at comments before I sign off to see if I've missed anything. Yeah, the music is pretty intense tonight. So I thank everyone again for being here this evening. Thank you so much. I will be back at it tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a moment, stop by, say hi. I love to have you here. I love to have people chatting with me. It makes it go by so much quicker and so much easier. Thank you. Good night.